Welcome, School of Fabco 806. I'm Alan, and this is Junebug. Last time I left y'all on the rockers, so we're going to continue on the rockers. Last time, if y'all remember, we measured this out 36 inches by 7 inches. I didn't label it. This is my inner rocker, right side inner rocker. So, anyways, we want to keep going. I went through the pile that I kept because I didn't throw everything away. I wanted to make sure that I had some parts, and I found, look at this, I found the passenger side or right side. I didn't label it, I should have, rocker. So now instead of making one up, I can just, look at this, and now I know exactly what I need to do to make one. Or I may be able to save this one, I'm not sure. Good news about this is, it's a little bent, not too bad, but it's a little bit bent. I can always fold that back out, and I could reuse most of it, and if I did, I would just have to section it in pieces. Kind of sounds like a good idea, because I could just beat all this out while I've got it out. But anyways, this is how it goes. My fenders are loose on the bottom. If y'all notice, I'm always pushing them in. It's because your bolt goes through this hole, and you have a nut or weld nut inside of the fender, and that's what keeps it in place. So anyways, this will go right behind the fender, which will hold it in place. This will come down, kind of meet up something like this. So another thing that's good news is now I see that my tab came straight up right off of the A-pillar. I kind of thought that it went down a little bit, then folded over. I wasn't sure, but this kind of tells me that that is exactly where it goes. And also, wait a minute. Oh, look at that. There it is. There's the other piece to it. So now I'm even more sure that this piece goes exactly right here. So this makes this a whole lot easier. I might use a majority of it. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to use it all, or I could just make it new. There's a lot of filler. You can see all that is filler. So somebody try to bodywork it and didn't do a very good job. So cool. Well, that's a start. We've got something to start with, and I think that'll be great to get this rolling. And this is what I'm going to do. Get rid of that. I'm going to keep all this, because I could use this to bolt my fender in place. Use all this side, since I know I cut it there, and the other piece got bent in, I guess, when we were jacking it up. I'm going to re-weld it here too. I'll be able to get rid of all this filler and just hammer and dolly all my stuff out, or put it in something hard and hammer it out. When it comes to the top of the rocker, I think I'm going to cut it right here. So when I set my rocker in, and then all I have to make is a plate with the 90. I'll put me some spot welds there. I'll put me some holes here, and I'll spot weld it into this plate here, which will be bolted and welded to the A pillar and the B pillar, and it'll be connected, bolted to the fender. So it sounds like a plan to me. It's a little bit beat up. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll see if we can straighten it out. Here we go. Now, I think I've got to cut these heads off of these screws because I don't know, they're all in my way. So we either cut right through them or I'm gonna try to knock them off first. All right, here we are. I don't know what this is. It's gross. Somebody glued a panel in there or something. I don't know. Next, I want to get rid of this. Well, actually, it's a part of the A pillar. I may be able to weld it back in. I'll try. So, let's see. First thing we want to do is get rid of this filler. Best way to do it is with the hammer. Oh, it's too wide. Let's see. All right, this one's not as wide. Stuff is gooey. It's so weird. It's like if it never dried. How weird that is. Stretchy. So weird. I don't know. I've never seen anything like this before. Don't know what kind of filler this was. Not good filler for sure. Look at that. One piece. Look how nasty. That's what it looks like when you Bondo over rust. Ugly. sparks. All right, so I was just underneath there, and while I was there, I went on ahead and measured the bottom of the A pillar. So I've got 3.5 by 3. I mean 3.25 by 3.25. So I'm gonna start with that. Go ahead and reinforce it. Then, oh, I'm gonna put my rocker in and go ahead and tack it in place. So we'll go from there. Right. See what we're working with. So we know was there a piece that didn't come out so bad. Oh, now this piece is all beat up. So let me get a hammer and dolly, beat some of this out, see if we can salvage some of that. I don't know. Hopefully we can. Looks pretty beat up. These are what I'm going to use. Use this as a dolly and this to swing. My inner rocker is kind of in the way, so we'll go ahead and take it down right quick. It won't take me long. And the tape line, I don't know if I explained it last video, but the tape line is actually how far up I'll take my sheet metal, because I want my sheet metal to come up here because I want this curve. I don't think you're going to see it. Maybe. All right, let me peel this. Oops. I needed to peel it with all of it. That's what it is. We'll figure it out. Okay. Now that. There we go. Let me get my welder. We'll start tacking it in place. I'll set my rocker. Look at Bob Marley. There we go. Let me get my welder. We'll start tacking it in place. I'll set my rocker. Look at Bob Marley. That 3.25 by 3.25 that I cut out, I'm gonna put it under here to go ahead and reinforce that. I'm gonna make a tab that comes down, and we'll be able to bolt not the cab to the fender, but yeah, once I put my rocker.